Hello YouTube, how's everybody doing? In this video I'm gonna showcase top 10 best sorceries and gameplays, so let's get into it. Number 10, Ranni's Dark Moon and Terra Magica. The reason why I'm putting both of these at number 10 is that they are buff and debuff spells. You get 22% damage buff when you use Terra Magica, and as long as you stay in the blue circle, you can have the buff on you, and whenever you use Ranni's Dark Moon, it basically debuffs enemies that are resistant to magic for 10%, which means you're gonna deal 10% more magic damage, plus it inflicts 270 frostbite buildup on your enemy. And the best stuff for Ranni's Dark Moon is Carian Slicer, which boosts full moon sorceries for 10%, but it doesn't worth using this spell to deal damage, so we're gonna use it to debuff enemies. Number 9, Meteorite of Astel. This spell shoots so many giant rocks towards your enemies, and it's very effective against large bosses, and it deals a lot of damage. It doesn't have any tracking, and it costs so much FP as well, so the best way to use this spell is to use Cerulean Hidden Tear on your physics, which gives you free FP for 10 seconds, and if you wanna add a little more to your overall damage, you can use Jellyfish Shield buff, which gives you 12% damage boost, along with Terra Magica and your other buffs and talismans. The best staff for this spell is Lusat's Glintstone staff, which has the highest sorcery scaling, and having Meteorite staff on your left hand instead of Jellyfish Shield boosts your damage for 30%. Number 8, Comet Azur. This spell fires a giant laser beam towards your enemy, and basically he is the brother-in-law of Meteorite of Astel. Because casting it takes too long, it costs so much FP, which again you need Cerulean Hidden Tear for it. It doesn't have any tracking at all, but it deals so much damage, and it's a situational spell, because you need your enemy to not move and be far enough to don't hit you while you're casting it. If you wanna add a little more to your overall damage, you can use Azur's Glintstone Crown, which boosts your Comet Azur for 15% damage, along with Jellyfish Shield, Terra Magica, and your other buffs and talismans. And again, the best staff for this spell is also Lusat's Glintstone staff. Number 7, Shard a Spiral. This spell shoots a spiral magics that goes forever and deals a lot of consecutive damage. This spell is chargeable, which means you can use Godfrey icon to boost your damage for 15%. The FP cost of it is low, casting speed is minimum, and you can use it on any size of enemies, but it's much more effective on large bosses, and it just destroys them, as you can see, because the spell goes for so long in the air and it can deal a lot of damage. And again, the best staff for this spell is also Lusat's Glintstone staff. Number 6, Carian Slicer. With this spell you can just have a fast dagger build. Mobility and the speed of it is amazing, especially with Primal Glintstone Talisman you can make it faster. The damage of it is incredibly high, it's not a chargeable spell, and more importantly it has the lowest cost of FP in all sorceries, so basically you can do it all day without being worried about your FP at all. And the best stuff for this spell is Carian Glintstone staff, which boosts your damage for 15%, so I have another one on my left hand to make it 30% damage. Number 5, Magma Shot. Are you struggling against magic resistant bosses like Rennala as a sorcerer? Well, problem solved. And not only Rennala, but this spell is good against pretty much 90% of the Elden Ring population. With this spell you can shoot magma towards your enemies, and when it drops it creates a lava area under the enemy so they take more damage. The casting speed of this spell is minimum, the damage of it is pretty high, especially against bosses that are weak to fire. The FP cost of it is low, and it's a chargeable spell. If you wanna add a little more to your overall damage, you can use Talisman of Dread, which boosts your Magma Shot damage for 15%, Flame Shrouding Criteria for 20%, and Fire Scorpion Charm for 12% damage, along with your other buffs and talismans. And the best stuff for this spell, like before, is Lusat's Glintstone staff, and you can have a Gelmir Glintstone staff on your left hand because it boosts Magma Shot damage for 15%. Number 4, Shattering Crystal. This spell shoots hundreds of crystals towards your enemies, and you can use it against any size of enemies, but it's more effective on large bosses, especially because of its short range, so you need to be close to the enemy to deal more damage, but in overall it's a high damage spell. The casting speed is a little bit too long, the FP cost of it is a little bit high, and it's a chargeable spell. The best stuff to use for this spell is Crystal Staff or Rotten Crystal Staff, which boosts your damage for 10%, and having an extra on your left hand makes it 20%. Number 3, Collapsing Stars. This spell shoots couple of gravity balls towards your enemies, and it can pull the small enemies towards you as well. It's in the same family of Meteorite of Astel. The casting speed is good, the cost of FP is minimum, and it's a chargeable spell. The best stuff for this spell, like before, is Lusat's Glintstone staff, and having a Meteorite staff staff on your left hand instead of Jellyfish Shield boosts your damage for 30%. Number 2, Impenetrable Thorns. With this spell you send couple of thorns towards your enemies, which makes them bleed fast if you use the right build for it, and with every cast you take a lower chip damage, which is not a big deal. The striking and casting speed of it is good, the FP cost of it is minimum, and it's not a chargeable spell. The best staff for this spell is Maternal Staff, and having a Staff of Keltia on your left hand boosts your damage for 20%. And number 1, Night Comet. This spell is literally the best spell in the whole game because it deals a lot of damage. The casting speed of it is good, it's a chargeable spell, the FP cost of it is a little bit high, but the important thing about this spell is that it's invisible, and it works so good against bosses like Millennia because she dodges the spells a lot, but you won't be able to see this one's coming. The best stuff for this spell is the Staff of Loss, which boosts your damage for 30%, so I have another one on my left hand and that makes it 60% damage. Alright, that wraps up all I had to say about this video. I hope you enjoyed the boss fight gameplays and let's get into it.
true lord.
Alright, that's all I had to show in this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any thoughts or recommendations, put it in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.